That's what I would have been doing from the top of the nosebleeds with the broke college student fund that I have, because that's what the Sixers deserve. That's what they deserve. A fat boo from the fan base for the garbage they put on display today. Jimmy Butler, 36-9 and had 18 points in the second quarter and had a couple blocks. He was awesome, and the only reason why we had a chance in this basketball game. And Joel Embiid, I know people are going to be insanely critical of him. Clearly not 100%. In 24 minutes, he had 22 points, 15 boards, 5 blocks, and got to the free throw line 18 times. It wasn't this perfect game without any flaws at all from Joel Embiid. He was 0 of 5 from 3, and at some points just kept popping them from 3. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't like it was insanely perfect, but I can't take a look at Joel Embiid and say he was the problem. There are a list of people, alright, well, there is a list of people who were the problem today, and we'll start it off with Ben Simmons. Holy shit, was that pathetic. And it's as simple as that. Absolutely pathetic out of Ben Simmons today, and I've said that. Once the postseason comes and they play off of him because of the half-court offense and because of what the Boston Celtics put out there on tape for everybody else, he was going to be awful, and all the Ben Simmons haters are going to come out and to trade him, and he sucks, and all of it. It's going to start. I didn't expect it to start this early. I thought we'd be able to get away with it against the Brooklyn Nets, but it's pretty damn clear that it's going to start this early, and Ben Simmons was awful. So bad. And he has to be better. Times where I can't even explain to you how dumb of a basketball idea it was. I mean, 2-on-1s, clearly understanding as a defender that Ben Simmons doesn't want to get fouled. He'll probably pass it. And the Brooklyn Nets just making reads on plays like that. Ben Simmons sucked. J.J. Redick, a disgrace. He fouled out. He fouled out of the game in 23 minutes. 23 minutes, he had 5 points and was out of the ball game. Tobias Harris, terrible. He's better than this, but he has to find a way. And Brett Brown, trash today. We're in the NBA. I say we as if, I'm part of the organization or something. This team, it's in the NBA. We can't defend a pick and roll. And I'm not shocked by this. I've seen it all year long. I thought at some points maybe in the playoffs our D would clamp down a little bit. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. It's the regular season, the backstretch, whatever. It's a pick and roll. D'Angelo Russell getting wide open on these pick and rolls to literally go off on us in spurts in the third quarter. It's a pick and roll! How do you not defend it? Some of the lineups on the floor confused me. Brett Brown, fat F. And I said we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and we're going to give him this playoff season, this postseason run, to be able to make a statement, because Brad Stevens got swept in his first playoff season ever. And now look at him. And I know people are skeptical on him, but, people are obviously high on him as well. Well, Brett Brown, he lost in 5 in the second round in his first postseason run ever. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Game 1, F. Ben Simmons, F. Tobias, JJ, pathetic. Mike Scott, 32 minutes, 3 points. Now, just offensively in this game, we were abysmal. Not just from the field, not just from the free throw line, but from the 3-point line, the free throw line, everything. Hot garbage. 3 of 23 from 3. That's a whopping 12%. 29 of 42 from the free throw line. 69%. Now, at the same time, it's a 7-game series, right? You're allowed to be pissed off about this win and still understand that it's a 7-game series. Like, it's unacceptable, but that this is the performance we came out with at home in Game 1 of the playoffs. You also have Amir Johnson on the bench and Joel Embiid looking at text messages. That's bad. That's a bad look. And ESPN catches it, sneaking it like you're in class on the side of your body, on the bench. Horrible look. The team didn't come out ready to play. And I know a lot of people are going to rush in and say, well, that's Brett Brown's fault. To an extent, his job is to get the team going. To another extent, you're in the NBA and you're playing in the playoffs and you need Brett Brown to be the one to get you going? No. JJ should get himself going. Ben Simmons should get himself going. Tobias needs to get out of this slump. They have to do it. There's only so much a rah-rah can do in the locker room. Just piss poor. Piss poor. But at the same time, I know that it's a 7-game series. And we are still more talented than the Brooklyn Nets. But right now, I even said it, and this was without Embiid. Something scares me without Embiid. And now, something even scares me with him. Just a ridiculous, poor effort by the Sixers. With plenty of series to go, keep in mind. But this is bad. And when I knew it was over, there was a fourth quarter play where Joel and Jimmy Butler had a miscommunication. Was it a dribble handoff? Was it Jimmy going around the screen? Was he trying to get a bounce pass? Miscommunication big time. Leads to a turnover. The Brooklyn Nets pull up for 3. It was short. Long rebound. No effort at all to get the board. None whatsoever. The Nets recover it. Kick it out for 3. Bang. Right then and there, swoosh, knew it was over, and just effort at times was pathetic, and in that moment it was, because that's when I knew it was all over. And there was still some time left in the fourth. But you can't have that bad of a night from 4 guys, really almost 5. JJ, Ben, Tobias, Brett Brown, and Mike Scott. You can't have 3 points in 32 minutes. Cannot happen. So I don't know what to tell you, but this was a joke. No adjustments. That pick and roll stuff, it's crazy. I mean, you are in the National Basketball Association, and you struggle on pick and roll defense? I swear to God, you learned that in middle school. So everyone besides Jimmy, and like I said, I know Joel wasn't the best ever. Clearly not 100%. But he gave you 22, 15, 5 blocks, got to the free throw line 18 times. Only hit 12 of them, but 18 times in 24 minutes. Joel Embiid wasn't the issue on why we lost the game. All right? Those other guys are. And it just can't happen. So now I don't even know what to expect. I don't know what to expect for our next game. But it has to be better effort than that. What has you the most fired up? What is the reason we lost this game, according to you? The number one reason. Is it Ben Simmons? Because I don't know if it's going to get much better. You could take a look at the stat line at the end after some useless buckets in the fourth and see that he had more points than what he did, which was still a weak performance even after those buckets, but he was awful. While you have D'Angelo Russell scoring 26, LeVert 23, Dinwiddie 18. Well, we expected those type of players to go off because that's just how it's been for the Sixers defense all year. But I can't believe that the simple pick and roll defense, them getting to an open mid-range jumper and knocking it down, especially in that third quarter nonstop. Are we going to do anything about it, or are we just going to keep allowing it to happen? Are we going to do anything? Here's the moment to really see what the Sixers are made of. Here's a moment. Game 2 at home. Trash. Trash. There's no excuses for this. None. 0. Every fan had the right to boo them off the court. Boo them. And they better expect. Oh, my Lord. They better expect to come out on fire next game. What a joke. Let me know your thoughts. What a joke.